We had a young man lived on this estate. One night he was enticed into a situation and it resulted in him losing his life. We want to protect our kids.
The child has become the head of the family.
You know, we have to kind of try and take some responsibility of not just our own kids, other people's kids.
When you see it in the media, you see so-and-so got stabbed, and that's the end of the story. That isn't the end of the story when you're living it.
Yeah. That sauce and cheese, yeah.
If there was no community centre,
don't even play around with that.
what do you think the effects would be on the
There was no community centre.
Oh, I think I'll be dead, I'm not gonna lie. I think I might probably be dead.
Hiya, I'm from a group called Lives Instead of Knives Ealing, and we are working together to try and stop the knife crimes and the stabbings happening in our area. What about KFC? Should we try them?
Yeah, that's
Lovely, thank you very, very much. You'd like one as well. Next Thursday, I'm going to be talking to young people, only a small amount of them. Would you like to be part of it? Yeah, there's your band.
I'm totally against it.
Okay.
No one's for it, are they?
Some people, you'd be surprised.
Shall I tell you why he's getting gas? Because he's 121. But he can't do it in game. You can't do anything.
Oh, I've known him since he was knee high. Wasn't that long ago. So if you heard that there was a stabbing up at McDonald's tonight, would you be like, oh my gosh, it's terrible?
I'd be in my house on my phone or on my PlayStation. I'd go on Instagram and I see it and I'll just be like, oh, if I'm talking to someone, I'm, oh, did you hear about this, that? Probably talk about for 5-10 seconds and it'll just be finished. And then I forget about it. Like a lot of kids, they feel pressured. If their mum or dad ain't making money, they want to help out. So then they'll go out there and sell drugs because they're not given the resources or the money to actually help themselves.
Dude, okay, what's the bleeping?
This is the barbershop intricate styles about the knife crime in the area and what we can do to try and prevent it.
Come and join us, we've got dreadlock, lives instead of knives.
We've got a knife discussion
Doing
today.
some great work.
Have a trim one of it. Shall we start off with some, how we got into this? How did we get to this place?
The child has become the head of the family. The child has become the provider. Because of what the child is doing, the child is bringing in better income into the home than what the parent is, either on benefits or even in a low-paid job. And the child's just going to look at that parent and think, you're a joke, you don't know what you're talking about. You can't come and tell me nothing about life, because you're not even living life itself.
I feel like it's ridiculously hard because like even songs like people like Lil Pump, I'm not sure if you know of him, but he's basically got a song saying Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang. That song has got millions on millions on millions of views.
When my youngest, who is 12, when he last year was having problems in school, I told him straight that I'll come up to your school and I will fist you up at school. Forget about the law, I am the law. Yeah?
Yeah, a lot more parents kind of maybe even need like to be taught how to be a parent, as much as that sounds.
It's not condescending.
Probably social media, maybe so, yeah.
Can I just say, while we've been on air, I've just looked on Facebook and there's been another 17-year-old stabbed, which brings it up to 59 in London so far this year.
Stabbed and killed or stabbed?
Critical condition.
Poor thing.
So, you know, we're sitting here talking about it and it's happening out there. And, you know, this is reality.
Lovely, how are you?
I'm absolutely fine, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Finally. Mwah.
Yeah.
How you
lovely.
been? Did you want to pop yourself on? I've been made a chair of the Specialist Scrutiny Committee, which is posh speak for basically a committee that will meet for something that's important in the borough. Now, right now, for me, the number one thing is youth service.
Yeah.
What I want to know is to find a list of recommendations where we can say, the council, can you help us with this? Can you sort out funding for that?
Okay, well, if you can find a full-time wage for me, I would be more than grateful.
I wish. I mean, seriously, I wish I won the Euro Millions or whatever it is these days, just so that I can do that.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
this is
stop
something-
charging me council tax, because that just really... Can't you just let that go for me?
Can you just sort of, especially if I'm doing work for the community?
Yeah.
That rips my heart out. too.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a community centre that you're running off your own back.
Providing for the community, saving the council thousands,
So, yeah,
you know, can't you give me something back, please?
just a bit.
You know, and it is a bit.
I'm into local government to do good in. And now I'm the person who has to go to people and say, sorry, we can't afford to keep you open anymore, we have to shut you down.
Lovely to meet you.
Wish it was about something a bit more chirpy, but hey ho.
Okay, Jenny.
Yes.
Is that for your life thing, is it?
Yeah.
How's it going?
We're getting there.
She's got a very funky pair of Dr. Martens on, hasn't she? Have you seen them?
Yeah.
I've never seen 3/4 length DMs before.
For a politician.
Oh, she's a politician? Oh, I see.
I'm sort of a bit frustrated and maybe a bit insecure about the fact that I feel like I'm being a bit of a fraud. I want it to work and I want it to happen and I want to make an impact that's going to, you know, stop these kids doing what's doing. I don't want people to lose loved ones. I don't want to lose loved ones myself. And I don't feel like I'm sort of producing what I'm promising. But hey ho. Just had a moment. He said I'm not allowed to organise the Christmas event this year because I caused myself so much stress.
I'll take you away.
Take her on holiday.
Oh, yeah, take you on holiday.
What with? You couldn't afford a day trip to Ealing Broadway.
Yeah, I could. I've got my bus pass.
Right, let's go. We're off to Ruislip. A friend of mine contacted me and said that the BBC are coming to see her to discuss knife crime and patrolling. Hello, love.
Oh, hiya, come in. It's mad in here, come in.
Okay. Yeah.
What would you like?
Have you got a Diet Coke? If not,
no, but
water's
I've got
fine.
normal.
My doggy would like you. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Here we go. The dogs. It's going to disappear in a second. So it's Jen Lock.
Yeah, Jen Lock.
JENLOCK.
Yeah. All of us that are parents have got to take some responsibility and put something into our community.
Won't people be putting themselves at risk by doing this?
Not if it's done under a proper, you know, you can't have a one man go off and check the parks at night. That's foolish. But it's definitely something that we'll look into and see if there's enough people that are prepared to volunteer and see if they can take an active part in it. And I think it could be a really positive thing.
Of course, it used to be called vigilantism.
Yeah, it did. But it's knife crime, it's crime.
That's fine. Thank you.
Your hard work.
No.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
Yes, I wasn't prepared for those questions.
I'm just asking you all the questions that will have to be asked.
That's fine. If I'd known them, I'd have thought about them first, though.
Yeah, I'm just asking all the questions.
Yeah.
Good. Well, good. I'm sure it's going to work out now. I should take your number, actually, shouldn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think this is going away for a long time yet. All right?
Don't know whether that came across, but I didn't like him. And the fucking questions... Isn't it vigilantes? Is it against the law? Why are you asking me things that you know I'm not going to be able to answer? Right, see you later, guys. Right. Well, thank you very much for coming. I'm hoping we'll get lots more. We haven't had very good turnouts so far. No. We will be having more people and, we'll just let them filter in as they come. The reality is, I'm not surprised at this turnout because every other meeting I've sort of made excuses. Oh, well, it's the weather, it's the cold night. The last meeting we had 8 people turn up, 1 being me, 1 being my partner.
What do you get out of helping this community? What do you get out of it? What do they give you out of it? Nothing. Well, I've never liked this estate. I hate this estate. It's a shit hole. All estates. I hate estates. Can't stand them.
Yeah, they're having their lunch. Thank you.
No, it used to be some young kids around 17, 18, 19, and they used to come and try to kick my door down. But I went out there with a knife and I tell them, no, I went out there with a knife and I told them, if I cut them doing it again, I'm going to stick the knife into them. And then the father come up and make them apologize to me,
Oh dear, oh dear. It's actually the first day of, I don't know what's been the matter really. I just lost my mojo. Haven't been out the house. I've been struggling to get up and I just haven't been in a very good place for the last week. Cheeky mare. Yeah, it's not a side that I show to residents because I don't see it as a weakness in any way, shape or form, but I do in my role on the estate. Everything is the estate's business. So, you could be spoken about round the corner. You never stop that. It's part of estate community, really. But I don't know, really. I don't know. My depression's just been sort of lingering there for a bit lately. But hey ho, paint on the smile and carry on.
Yeah.
Yeah.